now involved in investigating a pipeline approval activity by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and I'm hoping they'll be starting that investigation in Virginia as well, because the states have been, the states are allowing this to happen to our water resources.
You know, if that in fact has happened, I mean, the U.S. Attorney's Office here in Roanoke they're doing a criminal investigation, which
well,
seems
of Mountain Valley Pipeline.
Right. Are you aware of anything where that's been broadened to include
I'm not.
state officials?
I will now. If I have free time, I'll start making phone calls.
It just seems surreal and absurd that you have scientists from the beginning of this. You have
We've told them it would happen.
Right.
All we have now are the I told you so's.
And now you have people who, like me, just have a camera that go out there and shoot these pictures and send them to FERC, who's responsible. They're the ones who issued the certificate in the first place. And it's supposed to be shut down, the entire pipeline route, until the Fourth Circuit decides what they're going to do with the Endangered Species Act. But they've given variances to allow stabilization and sediment erosion controls in West Virginia. And that's where we're trying to get this information out. And why I keep coming back to Yellowfinch is because after they cleared those trees, they were told, don't do anything but stabilization and sediment erosion control, and look what a mess they made out of it. They should have just left it alone. I was trying to find a photograph that I took where along the sides of it, where they have one of the silt socks, there's a place where these little seedlings, little pine seedlings and some other things that didn't get disturbed. And like if they had just left those logs alone and not gone in there with bulldozers and excavators and put up the chain link fencing and the stuff, then we wouldn't be getting the damage to our endangered species that we are.
And that's happening the whole stretch between Cove Hollow and Yellowfish Lane.
What it looked to us was when they were using the excavators and bulldozers, it looked like they were taking advantage of that situation to prepare the land to lay the pipe.
Well, that's what they've done.
So they are not being, they are lacking integrity when it comes to like asking, like in West Virginia, like, oh, and they're asking to trench and actually bury pipeline there and do more land disturbance, saying, well, that will stabilize it more, when they don't have the proper engineering plans. So we're trying to get the word to FERC to say, like, no, they have to stop. I mean,
FERC knows. FERC doesn't care.
We're being reasonable as far as saying, like, surface of sediment erosion controls, putting up the fencing, putting up some stuff, that makes sense. But allowing them to do any land disturbance with their record doesn't make any sense. It's reckless negligence, yeah.
Tammy, do you know if any variances have ever been denied by FERC, requests from MVP?
I'm not sure if they were denied. I know that some have been delayed. I don't know if they were ultimate. I can't answer that question.
Just curious. It seems like they get everything they want.
I think Catherine at Mountain Valley Watch has been trying to track the variances if she can keep up. I've been calling it a zombie pipeline. It should be dead. It's lacking limbs. It's lacking permits.
It's lacking money.
Hopefully that will kill it.
If you look at the financial stuff, their stocks are plummeting right now. And so then it also gets back to making sure that the public is aware of this, because who's going to clean this up? Because it's an LLC. If they go bankrupt, there's no insurance there to pay for all this.
Right. This is one industry that just gets to abandon. And there's no fund for damage to public resources.
Back when the State Water Control Board issued its certification 2 years ago, this next month, has it been that long? I think it is. Mountain Valley agreed to put $5 million into a special fund. The claims could be filed against it and money
But only for
covered.
drinking water.
That-
Harm to drinking water is my recollection.
That's right, I think that's what it, are you aware of any documented cases of private wells or drinking water sources that have been?
I think Jamie Hale.
I don't know of any that have actually tried to, use the fund, because it's all, what DEQ did was ask MVP to carve that money out and set it aside. If anyone had any potential problems with their drinking water, the route they had to go was to MVP. The state was not gonna be involved in that at all. So I don't think there are a lot of landowners who have any faith in, and there have been some attempts. I know that there were some springs damaged in Giles County and western Montgomery County over on the side of Brush Mountain, where there was a lot of investigation going on, but it was with MVP's consultant and FERC inspectors who didn't take it seriously.
I know that Tammy has to leave here no later than 1 o'clock.
Good.
Joe, did you want to get
Yeah.
her on camera
Yeah,
saying
that would
some
be
things?
great.
I hope you don't mind, Laurence, but I just
No.
wanted